Hello everyone, welcome to DevStandup introduction video. In this video, I'm going to talk about what is DevStandup, what kind of problems that DevStandup is going to solve, the idea, the goal, the mission behind DevStandup, and in general, why DevStandup. And also, guys, I have to share you one point that by the name, the DevStandup is gonna be community for IT people who can work in IT or interested in IT are welcome to be part of the community. And without wasting any time, I would like to dive into the slides. Guys, as you know, once we are start working in IT, I don't know when you started, we all time have or had issues, we have to fix that. And while having such issues, sometimes we have spent hours, days, even weeks to solve specific problem. And once we couldn't figure out after doing a lot of research and just miraculously one reply, one comment we see in the internet, and it actually solves our problem. The moment basically we feel really satisfied about the thing that we found it, and we want to thank this person who gave this solution to us. And as you know, for example, here there's I found one GitHub reply, and it got a lot of reaction from the people that it actually helped them. So once I had such scenarios as well in my life, so I really understood the power of community. How, for example, one simple comment can help people solve their issues, can decrease their troubleshooting hours. It's really useful in that sense. So while I was just doing such experiences in my work, in my daily project, I really felt this community support, community power. And that's why, as you know, there are all the time a lot of, right now IT is evolving, AI, machine learning, quantum computing, everything is developing in our daily life. It's 2025, pretty much every hour, every day, new technologies emerging, and we have to keep ourselves in this tendency. So apart from that, we have to also learn, because learning is a marathon without a final destination. So once the technologies are developing, we have to also develop ourselves. We don't have to always rely on something that it's gonna be forever. So technologies, of course, by the time deprecates, we have to adjust ourselves to the new ones. That's why I always like to attend the seminars, conferences regarding IT. And while I was attending, I felt there were some problems that most of the seminars usually cost money, and not everyone is able to afford those fees. Apart from that, most of the time people are gonna have these location issues. For example, if it's gonna be in one country and there is long distance, so then there is this flight cost, accommodation cost, if you really want to attend in those places, in workshops. And also there's a time zone issues that, for example, if this meeting, let's say it's the free of charge and it's kind of broadcasted over the internet, most of the time people from one side of the world cannot see because of the time zone. This kind of associated also about the location. And apart from that, while we are having these workshops, during the kind of these networking areas, we have kind of opportunity to discuss with community experts, with the people. But after the workshop, there is no this place that we could make these discussions with our colleagues, with the people that we just met there. And apart from that, also the recordings. Most of the meetings, since they are paid, so there is no the recordings that they could share with people. Some of them offer, some of them they don't offer. So I have listed the most common ones that I have personally faced in my life, that I always knew that education actually should be available for everyone, free of charge. And once we learn something that we really feel that we really mastered this skill, or something that we could help people, I feel that we are obligated to share with others because as I already shared in the previous slide, such like small comments or some kind of small articles about the specific problem could help a lot of people in the world. So basically, you just help one time and many people can benefit from this. So that's why these problems is all the time I have seen, and many people already have also talked to me about those problems. So that's why we came up with one project that is DevStandup. So the purpose of the DevStandup is, let's say, if you feel that there is a specific topic or specific technology that you have already mastered or you're really skilled in that, and your experience would be beneficial for others to hear. So in that sense, we're gonna have a community, we're gonna have the stage that you could share your experience with others. And that's why we're gonna have anyone pretty much. Like if you are able to share your experience and if you believe that this should be like helpful for others, then we're gonna have the registration for the speakers so that people can register. We're gonna have their topics, we're gonna have their presentations, and after that they're gonna share their experience. It's not gonna be like for example from how to install something like from zero process like to everything, but more your experience, basically how you effed up the systems or how you could come up with better solution, better optimization methods, something like that, more kind of like masterclass for everyone. And maybe if there's a kind of practical application you would like to share with us, so it's also possible. And after each sessions, so we're gonna have like Q&A session. So the most liked, most impressive comments gonna be asked to the person who already give the workshop to us. And later we're not gonna finish the party, so we're gonna have the further discussion. We're gonna have like the one thread, and under this thread people gonna discuss the topic we have already had in the workshop list. And then our discussion will be heated up there. So of course, like since we just starting, we're gonna have like many people, and of course they're also gonna share their experience. So the purpose is in general having one IT community that everyone could benefit. And I know that as an IT guy, we are all busy people. We are not gonna have more than 30 minutes all the time. It's gonna be like under 30 minutes, including Q&A session. And later, the further discussions will be in the chat. And we're gonna have this environment that after these workshops, people also could ask their questions, and our people or like our community people can answer those questions. And the promise is that as a dev stand-up, we are planning having at least one workshop a week. It can be 2 or 3. I don't want to overwhelm like basically every day having dev stand-up workshop, but at least once a week. Ideally, it would be really nice like having 2 of them in a week, but as a starting point, we're gonna have like one time a week. And after like we're gonna have like our first of all it's gonna be like pre-recorded, and after time we're gonna have live workshops that people could watch, and in live like they could ask their questions. And all of those recordings after that will be uploaded to YouTube. That guys, in YouTube it doesn't cost you any money, so you could like, share, comment with other people, that we could reach many more people in the world. So the purpose is that we want to make this project, this dev stand-up community available for everyone in the world. So education should be free, so we're gonna share this education with other people in the world, maybe who's not able to afford it, or regarding like location, as I already mentioned, like in above problems, that some of this can be like one of this or many of this, but anyways they could also benefit from that project. And apart from that, we're gonna be like open to the community suggestion, because the purpose of this dev stand-up is building the community, like how this community likes that, how this community offers that, we're gonna tune it in that way. So we're gonna have the feedback forms all the time after the workshops, and we would like to ask you some questions, and you could give us your feedback, how we could improve it, how we could improve that, or what kind of things we are missing. So by the time we will develop by your suggestions, by your feedbacks, and I'm really looking forward for your feedbacks. And the goal is, as I already mentioned, making the IT education accessible to everyone and becoming the world's greatest IT dev stand-up free microphone community. Guys, because just we have to understand one fact that IT in general is one of the most crucial parts of our life nowadays. So everything we are using, like basically, IT makes our lives way easier. And in the future, like by this evolving strategy of this AI, a lot of things like happening in the recent trends. So I truly believe that everyone should have some IT literacy at least. So that's why I would like to have this community, and the goal is like not starting and after some time just stopping, but at least every week, one times a week, like we could meet, we could talk about IT, developing our experience, like getting new notions, getting new experiences, getting new knowledge about IT, and also, making the world great, because everyone, like at least like I believe that should share the education. But in this case, like in our case, like we are gonna build like IT community, because I am working in IT for a long time, and my community is also in kind of IT minded people. So I hope that this project will be successful, and I hope that this project will be beneficial for everyone. So, guys, thanks for your attention. And in our next week, we're gonna have already our first workshop. It's already scheduled. I'm not gonna tell about the topic itself, but it's gonna be like really interesting. So that's it from my side. It was like introduction video, and I would like to give like about this project itself. And if you have any questions, you could also write under the comment section. I'm gonna answer your questions. But stay blessed, guys. I hope you're gonna have a great day today, and take care.